Biography of Bill Gates. Bill Gates, whose full name is William Henry Bill Gates III, is one of the biggest businessmen and entrepreneurs in the world, who became one of the most famous people in the world after taking over the power of Microsoft. Learn more about the biography of Bill Gates. Who is Bill Gates? Bill Gates is one of the most influential entrepreneurs and executives in the world of technology today. He became the richest person in the world by founding Microsoft and launching popular products. Bill Gates, whose full name is William Henry Bill Gates III, one of the world's greatest businessmen and entrepreneurs. Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955, and grew up with his two sisters in Seattle, Washington. Gates was born into a family with a rich history in business, politics, and community service. His father, William Henry Gates II, was a lawyer and one of the prominent people of Seattle, Washington, and his mother was a school teacher and a member of the board of directors of United Way International, who was also active in charity work. Bill Gates started studying at Lakeside School. Then he realized his interest in software and started programming at the age of 13. It was here that the core of Microsoft was formed. In the spring of 1968, the school decided to introduce the students to a new phenomenon that had just appeared in the world, namely the computer. Computers were still too big and expensive for the school to buy. For this purpose, the school established a fund and announced to help rent a DIS company's PDP-10 computer for 1 year. A lot of money was collected, more than a year's rent. But the school had underestimated the attraction of this electronic giant for the students. These students were Bill Gates, Paul Allen, who was 2 years older than Gates, and several other friends, all of whom are now senior programmers at Microsoft. Bill Gates along with his 3 other friends helped each other in the work and also taught other programming languages. Bill's closest friend was named Paul Allen. They did not know at that time what great work they were going to do in the future. Given what titles in the world they assigned to themselves. The common point of these 2 friends was their big goals and their great interest in their work, and this caused them to create the biggest company in the world in the future. Entering the university and getting to know Steve Ballmer. After some time, the school administrators allowed Bill to implement software to schedule the students' classes, after which Bill was constantly improving until he finally graduated from school in 1973. His parents insisted that Bill go to university faster, and in the same year, Bill entered Harvard University. Bill Gates majored in law in university, while he was not at all interested in this field and liked to work in his field of interest, and this matter caused the concern of Bill's parents. At university, Bill met Steve Ballmer, who is currently the head of Microsoft's administrative department. Microsoft. Bill and Paul's friendship continued, with Gates reteaming with Paul in 1975 for a basic release. In the same year, Bill saw the news of the production of a computer in the magazine and immediately contacted the managers of the company that made that computer, MITS, and announced that he was producing a basic translator software for that computer. In reality, Gates did not do such a thing. But he decided to attract the opinion of the managers of that company in this way. With the approval of the managers of MITS company for the demo of the mentioned program, Bill and Paul decided to prepare their portfolio for the demo. The outcome of the meeting was that Paul and Bill work on their translator, Altair Basic. In 1976, with much advice from Bill Gates and his family, he decided to drop out of university and focus on programming and his interests. And with the approval of his family, Bill and Paul Allen decided to start a software company. Set yourself up. These 2 friends established their first office in Albuquerque and after some time registered their company. This company was called Microsoft. Microsoft was developing day by day and many employees were added to this company. Bill Gates at Microsoft. In the continuation of the biography of Bill Gates, it is stated that at that time Microsoft had only 40 employees who were working continuously. Its total sales amount was only $2.4 million per year. In 1980, a company named IBM decided to build its own computer, which is called PC, and now the computers of today are also equipped with it, to make progress in the field of personal computers, and put it on the market. But IBM had decided to outsource its software work to another company. It was from here that luck turned to Microsoft, and IBM signed a contract with the small Microsoft company to produce the software desired by IBM. Bill Gates and Paul Allen modified the DOS-86 system suitable for IBM personal computers and added even more features to it and made it a powerful 16-bit operating system. Microsoft called this operating system MS-DOS. MS-DOS was installed on IBM personal computers, and IBM gave some of its PC sales to Microsoft to use MS-DOS. A few years later, Microsoft released the graphical operating system called Windows and produced more successful products that caused its significant growth. According to statistics, more than 95% of personal computer owners around the world use various Microsoft products. Now, with more than $50 billion, Bill Gates is known as one of the richest men in the world. Bill Gates has held this position for several years. According to Bill Gates himself, one of the reasons for Microsoft's success is hiring intelligent and expert people. Bill Gates was only 19 years old when he managed Microsoft. He was so busy with work that sometimes he didn't even leave his workplace for several days and worked hard on various projects and orders of the company's customers along with his employees. In 2000, Gates stepped down as CEO of Microsoft after 25 years and was replaced by Steve Ballmer, but continued as the company's chief executive officer and chairman of the board. He was the chairman of Microsoft's board of directors from 1975 to 2014, and after 39 years, with the resignation of Gates, John W. Thompson was appointed in his place. Bill Gates married Microsoft employee Melinda French in January 1994. Melinda is from Dallas, Texas, USA. The couple has 3 children: Jennifer Catherine Gates, 1996, Rory John Gates, 1999, and Phoebe Adele Gates, 2002. Bill Gates' house is one of the most modern and expensive houses in the world, which is on the side of the hill and has a view of Lake Washington in Medina, Washington. According to estimates, his house and land are worth $125 million and the tax is about $1 million per year. Also, among the assets of Bill Gates, there is a collection of Leonardo da Vinci's writings, which he bought in 2004 for $30.8 million in an auction. Bill Gates' email address is widely distributed around the world and he received about 4 million emails in 2004, most of which were spam. According to him, among the emails received, a large number are related to offers to get rich, which, if not annoying, are at least funny. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Gates has donated all profits from his 2 books to non-profit organizations that support the use of technology in education and skills development. Philanthropy is very important for Gates. He and his wife, Melinda, created a $28.8 billion foundation to support philanthropic efforts in the areas of global health and education, with the hope that in the 21st century all the people of the world will have access to education and health. This institution has donated $3.6 billion to global health, $2 billion to the development of education in areas where people's income is low, which in the United States and Canada has been in the form of donating computers and internet access for everyone in public libraries. Island. In October 2016, in an interview with ITV's This Morning, Gates announced that he did not intend to leave his fortune to his 3 children and that his fortune would be bequeathed to charity after his death. Strict rules for children of Bill Gates. Jennifer Catherine Gates, in English, Melinda French Gates, Rory John Gates and Phoebe Adele Gates. Bill Gates' children did not have the right to taste the taste of having a mobile phone until they were 14 years old. 61-year-old Bill Gates says in his interviews that his children did not have the right to have mobile phones before the age of 14. The billionaire founder of Microsoft has also denied the right to use mobile phones at the dinner table. The richest man in the world with a fortune of $67 billion said that my children were limited to watch TV at the end of the night and go to bed earlier, and these rules have benefited my children. Awards and achievements of Bill Gates. In 2005, Bill Gates received the KBE or Knight Commander of the Order of the British Empire from the Queen of England. Many of the other awards that Gates has received are for philanthropic activities, and he shared these awards with his wife, Melinda. Bill Gates in 2015, after receiving the Lasker * Award in 2016, U.S. President Barack Obama presented Bill and Melinda Gates with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. French President Francis Hollande also awarded the country's highest honor to the couple in 2017. He received the Bloomberg Millennium Public Service Award and the Padma Bhushan Award. In 2010, he received the Silver Buffalo Award for his contributions to the IT industry. Gates has won numerous awards for various issues.